morning everyone. Welcome to online class. Let me know, am I audible to you? Yes, anyone of you, please write here in the chat box. Am I audible to you? Yes, here in the chat box you write, am I audible to you? Yes or no? Yes, madam. Okay, Aradhya Singh, very good. Thank you. Okay, so first of all, you write your attendance in the chat box, means your name and your roll number. And I request all the parents, please write name of your ward. Okay? Please try to write name of your ward. Okay. So in last class, I took a test from lesson number 9, and what I noticed that only 57 students attempt the test out of 76, means 19 students will not attempt that test, and I hope next time you will not repeat it. Please try to attempt the test. Okay? And today we will start a new poem, means this poem is from unit 10. So you open your textbook on page number 160. Yes, open your textbook on page number 160. Name of this poem is Strange Talk. Should I start? Okay, Karthik. Okay, as you all well known that every animal has its own sound. Okay, so the way in which we human talk to each other, same way animals also talk, and for this they use different types of sound. And their sound is strange for us. Why? Their sound is strange for us because we don't understand their sound. So in this poem also there are so many animals you can see. Here on page number 160 and 161 there are some animals and they are talking. And let's try to understand what they want to say. Okay, and what they are talking to each other. Okay, so open your pay book, page number 160. And first I recite this poem. You listen it carefully. After then I will explain the meaning of this poem. Understood? Now listen it carefully. A little green frog lived under a log, and every time he spoke, instead of saying good morning, he only said croak croak. A duck lived by the waterside, and little did he lack. But when we ask, how do you do? He only said quack quack. Now come to page number 161. See the picture of pig. What he is saying? A little pig lived in a sty, as fat as he could be. And when we asked for dinner, he cried aloud, wee wee. 3 pups. See these 3 beautiful pups? 3 pups lived in a kennel and loved to make a row. And when they met, may we go out, they said, whoa, 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 whoa. Means this is the sound of pups. Now come to last stanza. If all these animals talk as much. Now be careful and listen this line carefully. If all these animals talk as much as little girls and boys, and all of them try to speak at once, wouldn't it make a noise? Okay, and this poem is written by AECS. Okay, now again come to page number 160. Keep finger on words and listen it carefully. Now, see, a little green frog. Where this little green frog lived? This little green frog lived under a log. Do you know what do you mean by log? Yes, anyone of you? Do you know what do you mean by log? Log is a big piece of tree trunk. This is called log. L-O-G, log. Log means a piece of wood. Okay, very good, Prabhu. A long piece of wood. Okay. Prabhu, Adarshni and Tanishk Mahur. Okay, they have written correct answer. A long piece of wood, or you can say a piece of tree trunk. So, where the frog lived? The frog lived under a log. Under a log. Okay, means niche. And every time he, here he is a pronoun that is used for frog. And every time he spoke. Spoke is the second form of speak. And every time he spoke, instead of saying good morning, instead, earlier in class I told you meaning of instead. Yes, do you know what do you mean by instead? I-N-S-T-E-A-D. Instead. Instead means in the place of something. Very good, Adarshni. In the place of something. In the place of something, or you can say as a substitute. Okay. As a substitute. As a substitute. Okay. So instead of saying good morning, he only said, he means frog. He only said croak, croak. Croak, croak is the sound of frog. When we ask him or we say good morning to frog, what he said, what he replied to us, he said croak, croak. Okay, now come to next stanza. A duck lived by the waterside. And little did he lack. Lack means an absence. Or we can say need. Okay. Lack means need. A duck lived means duck. Where the duck lived? The duck lived by the waterside. Waterside may be the waterside of pond or river or stream. A duck lived by the waterside, and little did he lack. Lack means need. But when we ask, How do you do? We ask, this question is from whom we ask this question? From the duck. But when we ask, how do you do? How do you, ducks? How do you do? He only said quack, quack. So quack, quack is the sound of duck. Okay. Now come to next stanza on page number 161. See this picture where this pig standing. This pig is standing inside the sty. Inside the sty. Means sty is the home, is the house of pig. A little pig lived in a sty. Sty means home. S-T-Y, sty means a house of pig. A house of pig is called sty. A little pig lived in a sty as fat. Who is fat? See the picture. This pig is very fat as he could be. Means this pig is very healthy. And when we ask for dinner, to whom? To pig. For dinner, he cried. Cried means chillana. He cried aloud, wee. So wee is the sound of pig. Understood? Okay, now let's come to the next stanza. Now see this picture. You can see in this picture there are 3 pups, and what they are doing? They are coming out from canal in a line. So let's see. 3 pups lived in a canal. Canal is the home of dog. Canal is the home of dog. If someone asks you where the dog lives, so what you will say? Dog lives in a canal. Now, 3 pups lived in a canal and loved to make a row. What they love? 3 pups love to make a row, means line. Okay, when you go in playground, how do you go in your playground? When teacher asks you, okay children, make a row and come in the ground. Okay, let's go in the ground, in the playground. Let's go in the playground, but before you make a row. Okay, this instruction your teacher gave to you. So 3 pups live in a canal and love to make a row. And when they meant here the word meant, M-E-A-N-T, meant is the V2 form of mean. Mean is the V1 form, and the second form of mean is meant. And when they meant, may we go out, they said, what they said? Bo-vo, bo-vo. So bo-vo, bo-vo is the sound of dogs, or we can say pups, puppy. Okay, now move to last stanza. If all these animals means the pig, the pups, and these duck and frog. Okay, so if all these animals talk as much as little girls and boys like you. Okay, as little girls and boys, and all of them means here the word them is used for the animals. Okay, them word is used for all these animals which you can see on this page. So, and when all of them try to speak at once. At once means at a time. If they all talk at a time, wouldn't it make a noise? Same thing happen in your classroom when your teacher teach you, and when she asks you something, and at a time all of you reply the answer of that question, what she is asking you. What happened in the classroom? There is too much noise in the class. Okay. So same thing, when if all these animals, they all talk at once, what happened? It is too much noise. Okay. So this is the poem. Now let's see. Once again I recite it, and you keep finger on words, and you also recite with me. Okay. Noise pollution. Okay, शौर्य वाशने, very good. Noise pollution हो जाता है class में. Okay, so once again you recite this poem after me. Okay, so let's start. A little green frog lived under a log. A little green frog lived under a log, and every time he spoke, instead of saying good morning, he only said croak, croak. A duck lived by the waterside, and little did he lack. But when we asked, how do you do? He only said quack, quack. Okay, come to third stanza. A little pig lived in a sty as fast as could be. And when we asked for dinner, he cried aloud, wee, wee. 3 pups lived in a kennel. 3 pups lived in a kennel and loved to make a row. And when they met, may we go out. And when they met, may we go out, they said, bow, 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 wow. If all the animals talk as much, if all these animals talk as much as little girls and boys, and all of them try to speak at once, wouldn't it make a noise? Okay, so this is your homework today. You recite this poem at least 2 or 3 times. Okay, now let's move to our next exercise. That's our new words. Okay, on this page number 161, there are some new words given here from this poem. So listen it. First word is instead. How to learn this word? First we write instead. Pronunciation of this word is instead. Instead. Yes, you repeat after me. How to pronounce this word? Instead. Instead. Okay, next word is lack. L-A-C-K, lack. L-A-C-K, lack. Okay, third word. S-T-Y, style. S-T-Y, style. S-T-Y, style. Next word is kennel. K-E, can. First you learn K-E and can. Kennel. N-E-L. Kennel. 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 Okay, don't say kennel. Kennel, so most of you, I have seen that they pronounce this word wrong. How to pronounce? They pronounce kennel. Okay, kennel is the wrong pronunciation. The correct pronunciation of this word is kennel. Okay, kennel. Next word is row. R-O-W, row. R-O-W, row. And last word is ment. M-E-A-N-T, ment. Mint. Mint is the wrong pronunciation. The correct pronunciation of this word is ment. M-E-A-N-T, ment. Understood? Okay. Now move to next exercise. That is first exercise of this poem. And this is rhyming words. Okay. Now here in the chat box you write rhyming words. First one is log. L-O-G, log. Can you tell me rhyming words of, L-O-G, log. L-O-G, log. Write the rhyming words of log. Rhyming word. Yes, Devansh Gujjar, can you tell me what do you mean by pog? You have written pog. Rhyming words means their sounds are similar, but that word has meaning. Okay. Dog, fog. No, frog is not correct. Shaurya Mishra, Shaurya Mishra, frog is not the correct rhyming word. And one more, Samay. Okay, rhyming words. First word is D-O-G, dog. Next word is fog. Dog is the name of animal, and fog, you can see fog during this winter season. You can see in the morning, you can see fog. If you see outside from the window, early morning, you can see fog. Okay, in Hindi it is called dhund. Okay, next word. Next rhyming word is lack. L-A-C-K, lack. Yes, in the chat box you write meaning, rhyming words of lack. Okay, hack, pack, packs. Okay, very good. Pack, back, sack. P-A-C-K, pack. B-A-C-K, back. S-A-C-K, sack. Jack, rack. Okay, R-A-C-K, rack. And all these words has some meanings. Okay, pack means you pack something, you gift pack. Back means back. What is in my back? Blackboard. Sack. Sack means a bag, a big bag in which you when your father brings wheat or rice in a big sack. Okay. and rack means shelves, shelves of almirah. Okay, you keep sometimes that rack you can see in the library. Okay, you keep your books in the rack. Okay, next one more is Riddhi Bhatia, crack. Very good, crack. C-R-A-C-K, crack. Okay, now write. See the next rhyming word, fat. F-A-T, fat. Write the rhyming words of fat. Fat. Hat, bat, mat. Very good. Hat, bat, rat, mat, cat. Okay, very good, cat. There are so many rhyming words of fat. Fat, rat, cat, mat. Sat, chat. This time, chat. Sat. Okay, very good. Well done. You all are writing correctly in the chat box. Okay, now let's see the next word is row. Next rhyming word is R-O-W, row. Rhyming word bow. Very good, Shaurya. B-O-Y, bow. B-O-W, bow. So, very good. S-O-W, saw. Saw means जब हम बीज उगाते हैं ना खेत में, है ना, farmers. Low, very good. L-O-W, low. Row, bow, so, low. One more is Zad, low, very good. Mom, Rehan, no, very good. K-N-O-W, K-N-O-W, no. In this word, letter K is silent. Okay. So these are the some rhyming words from this lesson. So once again, you repeat after me. First is L-O-G, log. D-O-G, dog. F-O-G, fog. L-A-C-K, lack. P-A-C-K, pack. B-A-C-K, back. S-A-C-K, sack. R-A-C-K, rack. F-A-T, fat. H-A-T, hat. B-A-T, bat. R-A-T, rat. M-A-T, mat. C-A-T, cat. C-H-A-T, chat. S-A-T, sat. Next one is R-O-W, row. B-O-W, bow. S-O-W, so. L-O-W, low. K-N-O-W, no. Okay. So children, one homework I have given to you, that is you recite this poem, you read this poem at least 2 or 3 times, and next class I will ask you sounds of animals. Okay, so be prepared for this, be ready for this, and rest of the exercise from this poem we will continue in next class. Okay, till then, bye, take care, have a good day.